Welcome to Life Matters Simplified, your daily dose of wisdom. In today's episode, we're diving into a topic that affects many relationships, yet isn't always openly discussed: how to handle cultural differences in relationships. Whether you're in a romantic relationship, a friendship, or a professional setting, cultural differences can either be a source of strength or a point of friction. So, how do we navigate them successfully? Stick around, and let's simplify life together. Segment 1. Understanding the impact of cultural differences. Let's start with a question. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's way of thinking or behaving felt completely foreign to you? Maybe it was the way they celebrated holidays, how they expressed emotions, or even their approach to time, being super punctual versus relaxed about schedules. Cultural differences are more than just language or food. They shape how we think, communicate, and interact with the world. Acknowledging this is the first step to handling them well. Realization moment. Think about your own background for a moment. What customs or values feel completely natural to you? Now, imagine someone from a different culture experiencing them for the first time. How would they feel? Recognizing that everyone sees the world through their own cultural lens helps us become more patient and open-minded in relationships. Segment 2. Common cultural differences that can affect relationships. Let's break down 5 key areas where cultural differences commonly arise in relationships and how to handle them. 1. Communication styles, direct versus indirect. Some cultures value direct communication, being straightforward and saying exactly what they mean. Others prefer indirect communication, where messages are hinted at rather than openly stated. Example: a person from a Western culture might say, "I disagree with you." A person from an Eastern culture might say, "That's an interesting point," while subtly indicating their disagreement. How to handle it. If your partner or friend is direct, don't take their bluntness as rude. It's just their way of expressing honesty. If they're indirect, don't assume silence means agreement. Ask clarifying questions. Challenge for you. In your next conversation, pay attention to how you and the other person express disagreement. Do you tend to be more direct or indirect? 2. Expressions of affection, reserved versus expressive. Some cultures are highly expressive. Hugs, kisses, and "I love you" are common. Others are reserved, where love is shown more through actions than words. Example: in some Latin cultures, greeting with a hug is normal, while in certain Asian cultures, physical affection in public might be rare. How to handle it. Discuss and understand each other's love languages: words, actions, time, touch, or gifts. Don't judge. What seems distant to you might be normal for them. Practical tip. Ask your partner or friend, how do you show love or appreciation in your culture? You might be surprised by the answer. 3. Family expectations, individualism versus collectivism. Some cultures emphasize independence and personal choices, while others focus on family decisions and obligations. Example: a Western individual might decide their career or marriage plans based on personal desires. In some Eastern cultures, family input is heavily considered in such decisions. How to handle it. If you're from an individualistic background, respect that your partner may prioritize family involvement. If you're from a collectivist culture, help your partner understand why family expectations matter to you. Question to reflect on. Do you make decisions based on personal choice or family expectations? How would that be different for someone from another culture? 4. Attitudes toward time, punctuality versus flexibility. Some cultures are time-conscious, strict about schedules, while others are more flexible and see time as fluid. Example: in Germany or Japan, arriving late is often seen as disrespectful. In many Latin American or Middle Eastern cultures, being a little late is normal and not taken personally. How to handle it. If you're punctual, don't assume being late means someone doesn't respect you. It could just be their cultural norm. If you're more relaxed about time, be mindful of how tardiness might affect those who value punctuality. Quick exercise. Think of a time when someone was much earlier or later than expected. Did you assume they were being rude, or could culture have played a role? 5. Conflict resolution, confrontational versus avoidant. Some cultures encourage open discussions and even debates to resolve conflicts. Others believe in avoiding confrontation to maintain harmony. Example: a person from an American or Israeli background might openly address an issue. Someone from a Japanese or Indian culture might prefer subtle signals rather than direct confrontation. How to handle it? If you prefer direct conflict resolution, be gentle when addressing issues with someone who avoids confrontation. If you dislike confrontation, try to express your concerns in a way that doesn't feel aggressive but still communicates your needs. Self-reflection. How do you normally handle disagreements? Do you address them openly? Or do you prefer to let things settle on their own? Segment 3. How to strengthen relationships despite cultural differences. Cultural differences don't have to be obstacles. They can enrich relationships when handled with understanding.
Here's how.
Practice cultural awareness. Learn about each other's backgrounds. Ask, don't assume. Instead of making assumptions, ask, how do you do this in your culture? Compromise and adapt. Find middle ground where both people feel valued. Celebrate differences. Instead of seeing them as problems, embrace them as opportunities to grow. Final challenge for you. Think of a relationship in your life where cultural differences play a role. What's one thing you can do today to understand that person's perspective better? Final thoughts and takeaways. At the end of the day, relationships thrive on mutual respect, patience, and a willingness to learn. Cultural differences aren't roadblocks. They're bridges to deeper understanding. Here's a quick recap of today's episode. Recognize that cultural differences shape how we communicate, express love, and resolve conflict. Don't assume. Ask questions and seek to understand. Embrace differences as an opportunity to grow together. Remember, love and friendship are not about finding similarities. They're about learning to appreciate and respect the differences. Before we wrap up, if you found this episode valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Join us next time for another dose of wisdom, right here on Life Matters Simplified. Until then, stay open, stay curious, and keep building meaningful connections.